What to do after you plant your apple tree. What you planted was called a whip, and it could be 6, 7, 8 feet tall. And after you get planted, you do not want to cut that, do you? Because that's all you got, this 8-foot tall whip. But where you cut that whip is where those branches come out. That tree right there, when it was planted, the whip got cut off about just below the bottom left-hand branch. And those branches came out of that end of that whip and made these limbs that support this tree. Now, if you leave the whip alone, the branches will come out at 8 feet or 10 feet. You do have dwarf rootstock, semi-dwarf rootstock, and real full-size fruit trees, especially apple trees. But if you cut it up higher, you'll have a more full-size tree because all these branches are starting at about 8 feet instead of down here at 4. Now, if you put it down at 2, you couldn't get a lawnmower by it. And like this branch here, you could hit your head on it. And that one back there. But because it's shorter, you don't have to go up so high to get the fruit. Now that's a full-size apple tree cut there. And see how you have to wait for them to fall or shake the branches and let them hit the ground. Or get a child to climb up it, and that tree's hard to do. So you need to think about where you're going to need to cut that whip. And you have to cut your whip off, and that's where your branches come out of, where you made the cut. I know it's hard to cut them, man, but you got to do it. If I hadn't cut this one, the branches would be up here before they started. So that fruit right there would be up another 4 or 5 feet. You'd have to have an 8-foot ladder to get the stuff off the bottom. That's why they tell you to cut a whip.